Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. I Nabiha, Kunuru Izzah and me, Nur Nazira, will be presenting Chapter 2 of Sustainable Operation Management, Greenhouse Gas Effect. We hope everyone will be able to learn new knowledge by watching this video. Happy watching! What is greenhouse effect? I'm sure everyone has even the slightest idea on greenhouse effect. But for those who don't worry. Greenhouse effect is actually a natural process that is able to warm the earth. It is not a bad thing. However, when it is too much, it is able to harm us. Greenhouse effects are formed by the process of incoming and outgoing radiation that keeps the earth at an average temperature with the help of greenhouse gas. The examples of greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, which are important in the process of breathing and photosynthesis. Nitrous oxide usually are used in medical field as a general anesthetic. Next, methane that comes from natural sources which include animal digestion, and water vapor which has the shortest period of staying in the atmosphere. Some of the negative effects of greenhouse gases is extreme weather, extra heat trap, respiratory diseases, and increased wildfires. This effect will cause many to suffer, including companies and organizations. As the situation becomes worse, it will cost even more towards anyone who encounter this situation. What about the causes of greenhouse effect and greenhouse gas? The causes of greenhouse effect can be simplified from these 3 points, which is high concentration of greenhouse gases, a long lifetime greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, and high effectiveness of greenhouse gases at trapping heat. With increasing greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, the environment and the earth will slowly have to suffer on behalf of humans. There are many causes of greenhouse gases, such as electricity, heat production, and industries alone have caused approximately 40% of global carbon dioxide emissions that comes from the combustion of fossil fuels such as coal. With too much carbon in the air, it is easily spread out to entire area. Many of you will not believe that even agriculture can produce as much greenhouse gas. However, if you remember, methane comes from natural sources such as animals' waste. Burning fossil fuel from transportation affects the environment badly as it creates air pollution along with global warming. Even buildings are able to emit greenhouse gases. With a high number of people in a building, everyone uses different electrical equipment such as water heater. Lastly, asphalt in the pavement absorb up to 90% radiation and be able to increase the temperature of the surrounding. With the increasing consequences that we need to bear, SDG was established. SDG, also known as Sustainable Development Goal, is being introduced for the purpose of ending poverty and other deprivation such as the increasing greenhouse effect. With 17 goals altogether, many companies chose to implement this goal to their company, which helped them to grow even better.
We have been chosen 2 companies to compare their commitment in fulfilling Sustainable Development Goals (SDG). The local company is Malaysia Airports Holding Berhad. It is incorporated as a public limited company in November 1999. Malaysia Airports engages in the operations and maintenance of designated airports and provisions of airport-related services in Malaysia. Today, Malaysia Airport is one of the largest airport operator groups in the world, managing 39 airports across Malaysia, include 5 international airports, 16 domestic airports, 18 STO airports, and 1 international airport at Turkey. Malaysia Airport's contribution towards SDG. There is 3 SDG that involve: SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation; SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities; and the last one, SDG 13, Climate Action. In 2019, Malaysia Airports introduced the Green Airport Strategy, which focuses on environmental issues such as energy and water usage, waste disposal and recycling, and the reduction of carbon emission. In June 2019, Airports Council International Europe (ACI Europe) announced a landmark resolution to achieve net zero carbon emission by 2050. The commitment was made in response to latest scientific evidence compiled on climate change. And the last one, water consumption. In 2019, the newly set up Engineering Environment Committee set a water management target with 2016 as the baseline year. The goal for water management for all airports under Malaysia airports was to reduce water consumption by 20% on the year 2020. Next, the global company that we choose is ExxonMobil Corporation. They are American multinational oil and gas corporation headquartered in Texas. It was formed on November 30, 1999. ExxonMobil committed to producing the energy and chemical products that are essential to modern life and economic development in a way that helps to protect people, environment, and the communities. This includes mitigating the risk of climate change. Over the past years, ExxonMobil has evolved from a regional marketer of kerosene in the US to one of the largest publicly traded petroleum and petrochemical enterprises in the world. Today, ExxonMobil operate in most of the world's countries and are best known by their familiar brand names Exxon, Esso, and Mobil. ExxonMobil contributions towards SDG. There is one SDG that involves SDG 13, climate action. ExxonMobil's greenhouse gas emissions have declined approximately 5% from 2010 to 2019 due to energy efficiency improvements, reduction in flaring, venting, and fugitive emissions. The company aims for industry-leading greenhouse gas performance across its businesses by 2030 and recently announced new emission reduction plans for 2025, which are projected to be consistent with the goals of the Paris Agreement. The 2025 emission reduction plans include actions that are expected to reduce absolute greenhouse gas emission by an estimated 30% for the company's upstream business.
Okay, now we are focusing on data statistic between Malaysian Airport Holding Berhad and ExxonMobil. Okay, the first type of data statistic is about carbon emission. Carbon emission refers to the discharge of environmentally hazardous substances and greenhouse gases into the atmosphere such as dust, dark smoke, emissions with metallic compounds, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and many other gases. Okay, as we can see from the slide, Malaysian Airport Holding Berhad, their data is slightly decreasing from year 2016 until 2018. But as for ExxonMobil, their data is slightly increasing in between the year of 2017 and 2018. Okay, the next type of data statistic is water consumption. Okay, as for water consumption, both company, Malaysian Airports Holding Berhad and ExxonMobil, have slightly increased in between 2017 until 2018, but they have decreased in 2019, which is a good sign for their company to succeed in sustainability development goals. Okay, now I will explain about the 3 P's in sustainability of Malaysian Airport Holding Berhad Company. Okay, the first P is planet. Planet is focusing on the environmental. As for this company, there are 4 types of environmental that they focus, which are waste and effluent management, carbon emission, water management, and energy efficiency. Okay, as for the second P is people, that is focusing on social. In this company, they are focusing on the human rights and contribution to the local community. And for the last P is profit, which is contribute in economy. Okay, the first profit is airport capacity, and the second is economic performance. The third is regulatory compliance, and the last one is market presence. Okay, now we are focusing on ExxonMobil company for their 3 P's in sustainability. Okay, the first P is planet. ExxonMobil focusing on environmental, which are mitigating emissions in company operation, providing products to help customers reduce their emissions, developing and deploying scalable technology solutions, and proactively engaging on climate-related policy. For the second P is people, ExxonMobil focus on social by local development and supply chain management, community engagement and human rights, and also safety, health, and the workplace. As for the last P is profit, for ExxonMobil, they focusing on the governance by engaging with the governance policy itself. Okay, based on the issue explained and the companies related with the issue, there are some suggestions that can be made. The first one is finding alternative sources of energy to reduce pollution. Second one is alternative infrastructure upgrading. And the third one is assessing advanced recycling technology. In a conclusion, greenhouse gas effect can affect the sustainability development goals, especially for SDG 13, which is climate action. Therefore, every company must find the alternative ways in upgrading their operation process to enhance a better development and also strive for excellence in sustainability development goals. That's all for our presentation. We hope everyone can finally understand about this topic. Thank you.